Knowledge is power. Everyone should have one of these. So many of us are only going to the doctor maybe once a year. This way you can monitor something that is so important to your health, and that is your blood pressure. Made it really, really easy. Smartheart came out with this digital wrist blood pressure monitor. Incredible price right now, under $25, $8.33 on FlexPay. The stats are really alarming on how many of us have high blood pressure, and that could truly be a matter of life or death. Matthew Peters is going to rejoin us to show us this incredible device and just how easy it is to use. And basically, I don't have to worry about going to the doctor, or if you are somebody that goes to the doctor often and they want you to keep a log and a track, this will help keep you on track.
Yes, Rebecca, and if everybody's wondering what I'm wearing, they're standard issue scrubs, so we could
really
be
like
here.
them.
Thank you very much, and they're very comfy.
They look cozy. Do we have them on HSN? I wish we did.
Well, it might be coming down the pipe. If you buy nothing else today, everybody, your eye on health, and I love how you're keeping an eye on health. It's great. Viridian has been around for 40, 45 years. They know exactly what they're doing. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to show you some of the readings on this monitor. This is a brand new monitor by Smartheart Viridian. And the first thing I want to show you is, you see that reading? Okay, it shows up nice and big for you, 141/87. Is that normal? Well, all you have to do is take a look at the screen. With this high blood pressure indicator, Viridian interprets the reading for you. They're going to give you your systolic over your diastolic. They're going to give you your heart rate. They're going to time and date stamp it, and they're going to actually save up to 199 readings for you.
Wow.
And then an additional 199 readings in memory for a second user. So you can use that for you and your spouse or loved one at home.
Right.
The value of this is incredible, and I want to emphasize accurate and tested to clinical standards. You mentioned those blood pressure statistics, and I'm going to share a personal story, actually a friend of the network story here, while you look at these stats. So 1 out of 2 adults in this country has high blood pressure, almost half. It's crazy. Only a quarter of us that have that hypertension or high blood pressure even really know what's going on. Here's what can happen, and here's the personal story that I'm going to share. We all know Adam Freeman.
Yeah.
And for all of us, all of you out there, this is open information. Adam is happy to share it with all of you through me because he went through something that was very scary. We checked his blood pressure years ago on live television here on the network on HSN. Adam had screaming high blood pressure. Wow. And I kind of gave him a look, and he looked at me, and he didn't know what was going on. But you know what I said afterwards? I said, Adam, you really have to take a look at that. Here's what I want you to think about at home. Those statistics with all of us having high blood pressure, you can't tell most of the time. You won't feel a thing. I've seen people with blood pressures up in the 200s over 100s, and they have no symptoms. But if that pressure keeps going over time, that's what leads to the consequences. And those consequences are things like heart attacks and strokes. We have the emotional toll that high blood pressure takes on our families, our loved ones, and ourselves. And this is your opportunity. Again, we're looking at a price of a couple lattes, you know, during the week. Get you all of this information, and when you store the readings in memory, everybody, you're going to take those readings and just bring them to your doctor's appointment. And you're going to go through and you say, hey doc, this is what's going on at home. Does this match up with the office? Do I need to be medicated? Is this a problem? That gives you peace of mind, and it also takes away a lot of that, what we call the white coat syndrome.
Oh yeah.
When we go into the doctor's office, I hate going to the doctor, everybody. I'm going to tell you that, even though I'm in scrubs, I don't like it.
You're in the medical field yourself, and you're like, I don't even want to go to the doctor.
Absolutely. And one thing I do want to mention too here, Viridian, they give you a 1-year warranty on this product because they back it up. But Rebecca, I know over there we have, and you're looking at the screen right now, Donna has perfect blood pressure. It's 112/66. She usually runs a little bit on the low. So 120/80 is what we all consider that normal blood pressure, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And she's pointing to that green because if she doesn't know what that means, it's interpreted right there for her. And I also want to take a look at Donna in the way that she's sitting. This is really important. And we talked about this before. Everyone asks me this question at home, so you're going to ask the same thing. How do I know if I'm getting the accurate reading? you can get a reading that's not too accurate sometimes if you're moving around. And I want to emphasize this. You see how Donna's position? You want to have a nice triangle, and she just pointed to her elbow, and thank you, Donna. She's a pro over there. And basically what's going on here is you want to make sure that the monitor is right kind of around your heart level so that you're not fighting against gravity. It gives it a nice, comfortable reading. Your feet should be flat on the floor, and you should be seated comfortably and nice and relaxed. Everybody, think about the times when maybe you're in the hospital and you're getting stuck with this needle and that needle, and you give them your arm, and they throw the cuff on your arm, and you're in pain and you get a high blood pressure reading. It's because all of this stuff is going on and you're in different positions. Take it the right way when you get this home. Make sure you're in the right position. If you get a reading that seems a little off, take it again. You know what I mean? So this is how you get those accurate readings, because this has automatic inflation and deflation technology. And look at that. And this is live TV, everybody. So don't take my word for it. Look at the monitor, 110/64. I believe her last reading was just a couple of points off in either direction on that systolic and diastolic. What that tells you is two things. Number one, you have an accurate product with Veridian. The second thing it tells you is your blood pressure literally changes every single breath you take, every millisecond, every step you take. If you stand up, it's going to change. If you're lifting weights, if you're walking, it all changes. You drink coffee, it's going to change. You don't get enough sleep, it goes, usually it spikes your blood pressure a little bit. So
if you go to the grocery store, right, you've seen those before, right by the pharmacy, you can put your arm in it. Who knows if that's getting the most accurate reading, because maybe you've been walking around. You don't have the option of trying it out throughout the day to see if you're seeing differences or any red flags.
And everybody's watching you.
And everyone's watching you. But that's the thing I love about this. In the comfort of your own home, you are testing this because the statistics are so alarming, and that's quite frankly terrifying. That could be a game changer. When's the next time you're seeing the doctor? If you're only seeing the doctor once a year, maybe twice a year, it's very easy to miss something like high blood pressure that could be skyrocketing, and you don't even know because you don't a lot of times feel the symptoms, as Matthews was saying. So for under $25, both you and your partner get to use this device. It's storing the readings. You can always check it, make sure that you're okay, and if anything stands out, now you're able to either go to a hospital, go to an urgent care, or go see your doctor. And the amount of money you saved, the fact that your health, quite frankly, is invaluable. What was it, 1 in 3? Have higher blood pressure?
Almost half of us
adults.
Half
of us do.
Yeah, and so back to real quick, because I want to tell you all how it ended with Adam Freeman. He has everything under control now, and it's because he was kind of cornered into finding out the information. But look how non-invasive it is. See, these statistics are alarming. But
1 in 4.
Yeah, but like 1 in 4 have it under control or even kind of know about it. So here's the thing, Rebecca. Everybody at home, when you're watching this, when you can do something, like she said, discreet in the comfort of your own home, when no one's watching and you can trust the results, it'll fit my wrist, it'll fit your wrist. It's a latex-free cuff, so it's nice and comfortable on your wrist. It's one button to get going, and it only takes about 20 seconds, everybody. To have the information and know what's going on gives you that peace of mind so you can go about your day. If you're taking blood pressure medications, you take these readings to the doctor's office, make sure that your medication is actually calculated and dosed appropriately to what your readings are in everyday life, not the high reading at the doctor's office, because then they tend to over-medicate sometimes, and then you go home and take your blood pressure medication and you feel like crap.
And they're measuring your heart rate too, which I think is really nice, because sometimes you feel like, oh, my heart's racing. Is there something wrong with me? You know, you can measure that in the comfort of your own home at different times of the day to just see, oh no, that's just because I was cleaning, versus